Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. I want to share a little bit with you today the difference between having a seat and having a position. Some people believe that because they have a seat, they have a position, and it's contrary to what they may believe. Having a seat, it just gives you an opportunity to sit there at a table, at a place, while those who are in position are moving about. It says you go to a meeting. The one who has the position is the one that they will be acknowledged. Because you have a seat at the meeting does not mean you have a position in the meeting, right? You know how it is sometimes when you go to a place, an event, they say, we're still waiting on so and so to show up. So and so has a position while you have a seat. Let's talk about it in a layman's term, a relationship. You're starting out a relationship. Hmm. And, somebody has a seat in your life. That seat allows you or allows them to monitor you or you to monitor them while they're in, the seat. They're trying to get into your life. You're trying to get into their life. You have a seat and you move about, paying attention to the things that's going on around you so you know who you're dealing with, right? And then you make choices while sitting in the seat, what you want to do, where you want to go, if this is the right place for you to be. Or if you're the one who's asking one to have a seat, you go into somebody's house, they say, could you, have a seat? They invite you in and they invite you to have a seat. They don't say stand there. If somebody has you still standing while you've been there for about 5 minutes, they have no intentions of you staying long. But when someone asks you to have a seat, it is saying now that they are interested in you at some capacity. So having a seat is now they could be able to watch you and see how you move in the room. In a relationship, someone allows you in and gives you a seat. They give you an opportunity to prove whether or not you are worthy of a position or you just keep the seat. Do not confuse the two. When you are in position, honey, you know now they have given you a position, they have given you a name. They're now calling you by that position. This is my girlfriend, boyfriend, if you like them kind of terms. Ugh. But anyway, you know, this is my man, my woman, or they say wifey, my boo, whatever, this is my, however way you want to introduce them. Now they're no longer just a seat, but now they are a position. And when someone puts you in position, respect that. And when you put someone in position, you ask for that same kind of respect. Because you can easily lose your position and get back into a seat. I'm just saying, right? So understand the difference between having a seat and knowing that you now have a position in somebody's life. Somebody now has saw you move around in a room. The room is their life. And then they recognize that you move in a way in which they can respect, they can love, and want to be a part of. That's a good thing. Now you've been given a position, right? Where they say, I don't want to do much without you because you become a big and important part of my life. You know, you help this room to move. You allow me to feel great being that you're in the room with me or I'm in the room with you. Now you don't want that separation. That's a good thing. Respect it. Because as easily as you may have gotten in the position, you can always be put back in the seat. Isn't that amazing? Just a nugget from Jenny Oya. You have a fabulous day today. Oh, make it fabulous. Let your light forever shine. Be powerful in everything that you do. Don't allow anybody, honey, to take your shine, stop you from moving or grooving. And then take in consideration of where you are in any room and mark it as being where you want to be. Or if it's not, what do you need to do to change the room in which you're sitting. Be blessed. Thank you.